It's sort of the never-ending dinosaur in a way.
First of all, like, we had an installation date, and then all of a sudden they said, well, how about doing a Barosaur at the same time? So we already had, well, probably 10, 12 skeletons on the go for them. And then we threw in one of the biggest skeletons ever found. So we're mounting original fossil material and cast material, and we had, I think it was 10 weeks to do it. All we had initially there, we had the Allosaur and the Stegosaur and a Camptosaur and a small sauropod, and it was begging for a great big sauropod to sit there. It's a fantastic opportunity, considering there's only one of the skeleton any better than this one, which is in American Museum of Natural History in New York. And this one's 40% complete. Fossil material is very fragile, and it's a lot harder to work with. And instead of just taking a cast, coring a hole through it, sliding it on a piece of steel, what we have to do is forge an armature. The armature is forged right to the fossil material. Every armature enables the fossil to be released from the armature at any point in time. So if a paleontologist wants to have a look at one single vertebra, then that single vertebra can be released from the skeleton. It's a very intricate piece of hardware. When we picked the fossil material up at the ROM, it was in probably 10 drawers, and I'd say 2,500 pieces. It's probably 1,000 shards in a tray. We're putting together the biggest pieces as best we could, and we could find the fits there, but then sometimes you have a little jump where you have a neural spine off a vertebra, the long piece sticking up. And then you have a top of a spine, and then you have the shaft of a spine, but you don't have that little bit in the middle. When Dr. Evans came up, you know, like we'd sit there and say, we know it goes in here somewhere. He had to make the call. You know, like saying, we know it goes here, we don't have a fit, but we could put it in place. Once you start putting all the pieces together, it starts to fill out. So you go from 1,000 pieces to 600 pieces. And you still have 600 pieces sitting there, but our time frame was very short, so we can only prepare fossils for 6 weeks. Whatever's left over is left over.
Because the process happened so fast, we weren't able to find all the pieces of the skeleton and tried to get as much into the mount as we could, but we are still actually, as we go through the collections, finding more of the Barosaurus. We found parts of the hip bones, the pubis that we hadn't found before, mixed in with some duckbill material. As we carry on into the future, we hope that we're going to add the material that we continue to find to that skeleton that's on display.
The Barosaur is probably one of the rarest sauropods around. It's got this huge elongated neck. The skull's never been found, so there's still that extrapolation that it looks like a Diplodocus. You have to wonder, did it eat different food? Did it behave differently? Like, it's just one of those funny sauropods that is a rarity.